Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Bleach Manga Chapter 533. Let's go. Alright. Finally remembered the chapter number. Yay. Anyways. Alright, this chapter starts out with Masaki shooting the hollow that Ishin's been fighting and combusting it. And then Masaki and Ishin have a very brief talk. I think we're led to believe Masaki healed him or whatever, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, and Masaki has never... This is kind of interesting, because Masaki has never seen a Soul Reaper before, and because of how nice Ishin's being, she is under the impression that all Soul Reapers are this nice, but they're not. And Ishin's never seen a Quincy before, either. Alright, so it was kind of an interesting conversation for both of them. And then Masaki left, and Ishin went back to report into the head captain. And this answers a question that a lot of people, myself including, had, whether he's going to get in trouble or not for abandoning his post. No, because he brought back some useful information and averted this crisis, he's not going to be punished for it. However, the head captain does suspect that he's hiding things, right? Because Ishin did not tell him about Masaki at the Quincy, and Ishin and head captain senses this, but Ishin still decides to not tell him. Probably because he fears for Masaki's life. Alright, because if the head captain thinks that she's involved with this somehow, and that she might know too much, and she might be a danger, and he may send some assassins to kill her. So he may be trying to protect Masaki like that. Which brings up an interesting question I have, kind of minor, but I decided to mention it anyways, is that Masaki revealed her name I believe her full name, to Ishin, but Ishin didn't mention his name or anything, which I thought was kind of weird. But anyways though, meanwhile, Gin and Tosin are back at their secret base, and Tosin's all pissed off at the failure of what he feels is the failure of a hollowification process, and claiming that they're supposed to be, that their mission was to hollowify actual Soul Reapers. And Aizen, who always tries to see a silver lining in everything, because he is incredibly intelligent, of course, rivaled only by Kisuke Urahara himself, of course, alright, claims that this is a good sign. I gave him some more information, because he claims that because it combusted like that when it was attacked, it had went to his, it had acquired its final form. I don't know how he came to that conclusion, but he's Aizen, don't fucking question it. Right? And then he asks if they truly want to see history unfold, and then that's it for that scene. Right? And I was kind of surprised though, because I thought that Ryuken and Kanehiri would have ended up fighting the Hollow as well, because they were heading out at that point, but I guess not. And then we cut to a scene with Masaki and a couple of her schoolmate friends who they just basically have a short conversation about Ryuken, and where one of her friends says, she doesn't say this, but she basically says, even if he was my cousin, I'd still fuck him, and, Masaki's claiming that she doesn't like Ryuken like that and stuff. And then Masaki's bumped into by none other than Kisuke Urahara, just walking around there, which confirms that this is indeed after, which we kind of assumed anyways, but is indeed after the whole turn back the pendulum arc. And that basically ends this chapter, alright? So, that's basically this week's chapter. It was pretty good. Alright, there wasn't a whole lot, there wasn't really any action at all in it. Right, but I don't really mind that, because it worked very good with progressing the story of Bleach further. Alright? It didn't really waste any time. There doesn't have to be fight scenes in it in order for it to progress and be good. Alright? The story progressed, therefore it's good. So yeah, I'll give it a good. I'll give it a good for this week's chapter of Bleach. All right. Now, as for Kanahiri, a theory I actually came up with is that maybe Kanahiri is actually Uryu's mother, because the reason why I say this is because it seems like since Ryuken's supposed to be marrying Masaki, it seems like Kanahiri's not too happy about that and kind of wants Masaki to die, kind of in the sense, kind of hinting that maybe she has a thing for Ryuken. Alright, because whenever for example, last chapter when they were setting out to save Masaki, Kanahiri was like putting her head down like, sure, or whatever, you know. She didn't really seem too happy about Ryuken's concern for Masaki. So yeah, maybe later on, those two did fuck and end up creating Uryu, you know, who knows. Yeah, but that's kind of my theory now. Maybe Kanahiri is Uryu's actual mother, and and the wife of Ryuken. Yeah. Anyways, though, that's it for this review. Though I hope so yeah, this was definitely a good chapter. Progressed the story a little further, and so I enjoyed it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this review. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.